Hello my dear friends. I am Jyotirvid Pavan Kumar. Friends, in this video I have taken a verse from the great scripture Bhagavad Gita, and my aim is to make you aware that the interpretations of these shlokas or verses differs a lot, right? From one interpretation by someone to another interpretation by somebody else. If you are just taking this scripture as a piece for worshipping, right, or fulfilling your worldly desires, you are worshipping and keeping this sacred scripture at home, then it's okay. But if you are a true truth seeker, you want to be enlightened, then even the small things do matter a lot, right? This is a great scripture and it needs to be studied, followed, especially its spiritual interpretation, right? Because this battle supposed to be fought between cousins, Kauravas and Pandavas in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, a place in India, that has nothing to do in fact with Bhagavad Gita. Of course, it is said that Lord Krishna gave this treatise, this guidance to his disciple Arjuna in the battlefield. But in actual fact, this battlefield is between the good tendencies and the bad tendencies. Tendencies due to temptations of our senses, which keep us earthbound, and good tendencies which are governed by the king soul, right? Now, this great scripture needs to be understood in terms of its spiritual interpretation. Only very serious truth seekers will understand what I am talking about, right? Now, in this, see what I want to bring to your notice in this video, by referring to certain shloka or verse of Bhagavad Gita, that interpretation by a religious person or an intellectual person who is not spiritually developed, that interpretation may differ a lot from the interpretation done by a spiritually evolved person, a saint, a true saint. So here I am referring to two different interpretations. One I wouldn't name, but it is quite popular, and the other one is given by the enlightened, self-realized great saint of our times, Paramahansa Yogananda ji. You must have heard his name. He wrote that famous book, Autobiography of a Yogi. I hope now you get whom I am referring to. There is great difference. In this verse which I am going to tell you, there is very important word which for spiritual seekers carries great importance. They need to know about it. But in this first interpretation by someone which is quite famous, I wouldn't name it, that very particular word is completely missed in the interpretation, right? Now first of all, let me tell you this verse. This verse is from chapter 15. There are 18 chapters in all in Bhagavad Gita, and this verse is verse number 16 of chapter 15 of Bhagavad Gita. Let me show you. You can note it down. Now, what this shloka or verse is, let me read it. Dvavimo purusho loke shar cha akshar em cha shar sarvani bhutani kutastho akshar uchyate. Now in this shloka, see, each word is important, but I am particularly drawing your attention to this word kutastha. Kutastha. This is very important for a true truth seeker to know about this. You know this spiritual center, energy center, chakra, Agya chakra, it is so important. And Kutastha refers to this. Whatever happens here, your third eye, whatever you see in deep meditation, Sudarshan chakra, third eye, different names, Kutastha Brahma, Ghat Ghat Viraje Ram, Christ consciousness, Krishna consciousness, so many names for this, but the true Sanskrit name is Kutastha. Now let me first of all take this interpretation from one interpretation of Bhagavad Gita, and here for this verse which I have read just now, the meaning it gives is, there are two classes of beings, the fallible and infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible. Right? Now, the person who has interpreted it has completely missed the word Kutastha. He didn't care to explain that. Right? Now let me take another interpretation by the great self-realized saint, true saint of our times, Paramahansa Yogananda ji. And what he says, just pay attention. See the difference? He says in interpretation of, in telling the meaning of this shloka, there are two beings, in bracket he says Purushas, right? There are two beings, Purushas, in the cosmos, the destructible and the indestructible. The creatures are the destructible, the Kutastha is the indestructible. Kutastha is the indestructible. See this difference? Self-realized saint Paramahansa Yogananda ji, he couldn't miss this important word which was missed in the other interpretation. Right? Now let me explain. It is so important to know. Many people may not know about Kutastha. See, this comes from the word Kut, and Kutastha means something which is established here at the Kut. This is Kut, and something which resides here, which is placed here, which is here, established here, is Kutastha, which is the reflected consciousness, eternity, reflected consciousness. Kutastha Brahma, reflected through our consciousness in our body, reflected through our mind. Consciousness is same, ultimate, witness consciousness. What is that? And that is our true nature, Tattvamasi. But that is here residing as a reflected consciousness, Kutastha word koot has another parallel word which is nihai, right? In Hindi or Sanskrit, koot also is known as nihai. Now I wonder if you have seen blacksmith, ironsmith. In old times there used to be many shops, and I have, when I was younger, I have witnessed many blacksmiths working in the shops. Now this blacksmith, if you have seen, they have a very sturdy, heavy piece of iron, right? And in India, I have seen, and you may also see, may have seen it, that they use a sturdy piece of railway line, right, which is quite heavy, and that is used as an anvil in English, anvil. So the English word for koot or nihai is anvil. So what that blacksmith does with it, he places it there in front of him on the workbench, and puts a hot piece of iron over it and hammers it to give it a shape. Give it shape to what? To that piece of iron which he places on the anvil. But the anvil doesn't change. Nihai or koot remains the same. He is giving shape to whatever he is placing on it. So the Kutastha, which is Kutastha Brahma, or that indestructible, there are two. See the explanation, there are two Purushas or beings. One is destructible, which is our physical body, comes and goes, appears in that consciousness. All creation which is created has to end, has to die, go away, right? It is not permanent, it is not Sat, right? And this Kutastha Brahma, reflected consciousness, never dies, right? That is why it is related with Kut, which doesn't change. So in deep meditation, all whatever you see here, the third eye, you know, golden ring, if you have seen in meditation, golden ring, wonderful, inside blue, and I tell you from my own experience, it's so wonderful, electric blue, and in the middle of that blue circle there is a very tiniest silver colored star, very tiny star, which Lahiri Mahasaya has named as a Taraknath. You can see it in deep meditation if you are lucky, I mean if you are seriously doing meditation, right? And through that tiny star is the passageway to your overself. That is another thing, going further deep into it. That is also known as Gagan Guha, mentioned by Sant Kabir and other saints. Anyway, now see this, how important it is, Kutastha, knowing Kutastha. And incidentally, let me tell you, Sudarshan Chakra, you must have heard about it, that Lord Krishna had Sudarshan Chakra, right, which will cut the heads of devils, right? Now here, that Sudarshan Chakra, no, Sudarshan, the word Sudarshan in Sanskrit or Hindi means something which is beautiful to look at. So it is beautiful. If you have gone deep in meditation, you will know what I am telling you. Yeah, you will understand. And that inner sun, eternal sun, you see here, glory of many physical suns, right? So that is Sudarshan Chakra, which takes away or cuts the sins or the inner devils of the devotee, negative things, negative thoughts, negative beliefs, right? So that is Sudarshan Chakra. See how important it is to know this. And you know, people put a tika here, spot, even males, religious males, you must have seen in India, some saints, they put a spot or a line here, or different shapes made here with the paste of turmeric and sandalwood. So, and the purpose is that when you apply a paste and it dries down, then after drying it sort of creates a tension here, right? So your awareness is kept here. That is the main point of putting a spot or a line or different patterns, so that your all the time your awareness resides here, right? Because that is the spot which is going to give you union or yoga with your true self in deep meditation. See how important this word was, and it has been missed in many interpretations, because people did not understand. Only an evolved person like Paramahansa Yogananda ji, Shri Yukteswar Giri ji, or his guru mentor Lahiri Mahashaya ji, only such people, and this Tibetan Lama, the great sage Lobsang Rampa, I keep talking about him. Oh, he had no parallel, right? So all these people, they know, right? Kutastha. Lobsang Rampa also has written about it, right? So my intention in this video was to draw your attention through a shloka of Bhagavad Gita that the general interpretations are no good for spiritual seekers. So you go for interpretations by Lahiri Mahashaya ji, he also interpreted, or Paramahansa Yogananda ji. There may be some other interpretations also I am not aware of, right? See the difference? So let me again, this is a wonderful shloka. Dvavimo purusho loke shar shachashar evacha shar sarvani bhutani kutasto akshar uchyate. There are two beings, destructible and indestructible. Indestructible is the ultimate consciousness, that what you really are, right? Kutastha Brahma. This is also Lahiri Mahashaya in his book has mentioned Ghat Ghat Viraje Ram, the same, right? The Ram you are searching outside in temples, no, not that, it is here. Ghat Ghat Viraje Ram, Ram your over self, true self, and Krishna the same, right? Krishna consciousness, or for Christians Christ consciousness, same point, right? I hope this video will enlighten you and will tell you the difference between many interpretations. Now you look for something, if you are seriously interested in your spiritual development, you are a true truth seeker, then go deep, right? I hope this video will help you. Thank you for watching.